To God be the praise, to God be the glory. This is Yad, making another video talking about some stuff I've watched recently in the UFC regarding Demetrius Johnson and TJ Dillashaw. This video is asking if TJ Dillashaw is the UFC's Hitman or Dana's Hitman. The reason why I asked this is I remember when Henan Barao was ruling the bantamweight division, and all of a sudden TJ showed up and ruined that. How do I put it now? I won't call it a train, but ruined that experience. I won't say ruined. He took the championship from Barao. You know, I don't know if to say it's fair and square. I don't know what goes on behind the scenes when it comes to a lot of these white fighters. I only know that he showed up, won a few fights, got to the championship, beat Barao twice, for which Barao has not really recovered, because who knows what Barao was doing himself. But basically, my point is that he always seems to show up when it comes to somebody who is, how do I put it now? One of our people who are doing something, or people who have gotten to a certain milestone in their career. All of a sudden, TJ shows up. It's just an observation. Now you have DJ, who is the champion of the flyweight division. DJ has defended his belts, I believe it's either 10 times or 11 times, I'm not sure. But the key thing is that he's tied Anderson Silva for most title defenses. And right now he wants to break the record, fighting Ray Borg. And all of a sudden now, TJ is in the running for that belt in 125. This is a division that he's never ever fought in. This is a division that I'm not sure. I think he did indicate interest in the division previously. One of the guys that Demetrius had fought, John Dodson, who he beats twice as a champion, had actually not only beaten TJ but knocked out TJ. Having said that, TJ also beats John Lineker in their fight, and John Lineker beat Dodson. Maybe there was a very competitive back and forth fight. And that's another fighter as well who was coming up, John Lineker. And all of a sudden TJ shows up. If I say hype train, I'm not like saying he's a hype train, but like that's just the common term for, you know, someone who is in the up and up, or someone who's coming up. The John Lineker train has been derailed now. No one cares about John Lineker. No one knows what he's doing. No one knows whether he's ever going to fight for a title again. Nobody knows any of this. All we know is that TJ came, won, and beat him, and moved on. John Lineker was on a tear, winning fights, you know, fighting top competition, beating the best guys, beat Dodson, and then lost to TJ. Now no one hears about him again. Now the same TJ is gunning for the 125 belt. And it just makes you wonder, like, is he like UFC's white hitman, or either my hitman or something? I don't know. Maybe something that you guys could tell me yourself in the comment section, but that's what it looks like to me. Every time you see a dark-skinned person doing relatively well, he shows up and then derails them, moves on. That seems to be his job in UFC. So basically, Right now, he's gone in for the 125 belt. He never fought in the 125 division, which is not uncommon after all. Other people have done it in the past. Guys like Frankie Edgar, who was the champion in division. In that instance, Aldo actually requested for that fight. Aldo actually wanted that fight because he was looking to test himself, and he also wanted the Pettis fight too. Yeah. Aldo is one of those guys who likes to test himself. So is DJ. But if you notice with he's a very cerebral kind of fighter. He's a pretty smart guy. So I don't personally think TJ would never want to fight TJ. I just think that the way the UFC has been doing it, because if you look at his previous fights, TJ's previous fights, he's fought a lot of people who you think to yourself, should he actually be fighting these people? Harry Cejudo now, I can't remember what his win streak was. I don't think Harry Cejudo had too many wins at flyweight before he fought. But then again, flyweight is still a developing division, so they can get away with a lot of stuff in that division. Then you have Benavidez, who was already forced on to fight twice. Then you have Tim Elliott, who looked huge, and I mean huge. And you could see that he gave DJ problems just for the sheer reason of his size. Not even just his, and to top it off, the guy is also very unpredictable. So it was almost like a lose fight for DJ, but he still managed to pull it out. And maybe if they had enough time, he could have finished the fight as well, because he was figuring out Tim during the fight. So from the third round, it was pretty much all DJ. But before then, Tim was pretty much putting DJ in all kinds of bad positions and whatnot, just because of his size. Obviously, Tim is a very good fighter, which is my point, that he's very unpredictable. But the guy was huge. And obviously, people watching that fight could tell that if someone has a size advantage and also knows how to fight, it could pose a problem for DJ. Which is why I believe that trying to put together this TJ fight. And this TJ fight doesn't exactly leave DJ in a very good place, because everybody, you can't fault anybody for wanting what's best for themselves. Even Conor McGregor, I don't support him or any other person in the UFC, because I'm not a fan of anybody, but he's a guy who decided to go to different divisions as the UFC allowed him to, which no one else can do, and is doing certain things. My point basically is that everybody's looking out for themselves, right? So why should DJ be an exception? Why would he take a fight that on paper, one, it doesn't really benefit him, two, it doesn't really make any sense for him? In fact, I think this is just like maybe another video, but basically my point is like TJ seems to be the hitman for UFC, for what I've seen and from what I can see so far. Anytime you have a dark-skinned person, Brazilian or dark-skinned guy coming up, he shows up to try to derail them, and that's what they're doing now to Demetrius Johnson. To God be the praise, to God be the glory.